Alrighty then, welcome friends, family, guests, visitors, aliens, Aerotonians, I guess that works. Welcome back everyone to yet another basing video of some extent. We are currently here in the Tachi base on the god knows what day. This must have been sometime over the summer. Here we are under a siege from various people. I do believe I'm in the Velocity gang. It's been too long to memorize. Oh right, I forgot. This was the one day where Velocity got into a Tachi invasion zone, and it was quite possibly one of the worst invasion zones in my entire life. My entire Graal experience, to say the least. There was something about this where, you see, I'm trying to lay down in front of the door with the PSG, and I'm trying my best to snipe everyone from here, all while staying protected, because you see, I'm getting a lot of kills like this. But the problem was the fact that it seems like everyone was shooting at my direction for some reason, so I couldn't really stay in this position for long. And that's really unfortunate, because if all goes well with this strategy, you can earn a lot of kills. In fact, unfortunately I don't have any other clips from previous years, but I'd say about 2 years ago, the summer of 2 years ago, summer of 2015, but yeah, you know, I think it was actually 2015, I can't quite be sure, but at one time I got a 400 streak at GZ zone, just by doing this. I mean, now, of course, granted that was before GZ Zone got changed. I know I'm familiar with the fact that it's been changed quite a bit. I know there's an extra entrance, but either way, I don't think that really disrupts anything about the strategy in terms of being done at GZ. But yeah, I got like a 400 or 500 streak just by doing that in GZ. Because you see, as far as I can remember, the entrance in GZ, it's not completely parallel to the very first gate, so you don't have to deal with people destroying the doors unless they were intentionally going after you. Or maybe if someone had a chemical gun, because 2 years ago, chemical guns were actually quite rare. Now, if you caught up with my current online status, you may be well aware of the fact that I've recently logged on, and I just lost 30 hit points just now. All in the span of 2 seconds. Unfreaking believable. Anyways, what was I saying? Right, I've been logging back onto Graal, considering the fact that college has kept me busy. However, I have an entire month off, just January. I figured, why not get back to Graal? Okay. So, I tried doing that, but for right now, it seems that I am, taking a guess here, 20 days offline now? I think, give or take. So you can see, I haven't really exactly kept my promise about when I said I'd be back on Graal, at least for this entire month. Now, in case you actually give two craps about why I am not online as frequently as I was intended to be, or as frequently as I was before all this, well, frankly, I kind of lost interest in Graal again. You see, during my small demo, I guess you can call it, I found that there was a lot of changes to basing, and it's not anything that administrators have done or developers have done or anything else otherwise. It's changed within the community. Allow me to break it down with you if you're not familiar. So, issue number 1. There are way too many chemical guns. What the hell? You can't go into a single base without finding a chemical gun. I mean, this is just insane. I have no clue how people manage to pull off 200 event coins. Actually, I shouldn't really be saying that. Because I think somebody told me, or maybe I don't know, what's the word? Philosophy? I foresaw this coming, or somebody else foresaw this coming and said, you know, it's only going to be a matter of time before everyone else has a chemical gun, And, well, whoever said that is absolutely right, because that day has come, where practically everyone has a chemical gun. So, basing in that regard has been practically ruined. You can't base without a chemical gun, because now everyone has it. So every single base is now set up to the highest tier. Issue number 2. There just doesn't seem to be anything going on anymore. Unlike this new gang that I joined in recently, it's called Famous. I don't want to butcher the name. Udai, I think her name is? It's primarily ran by her. Or at least I see her as the one who done most of the organization towards it. But it's only gangs like that where I actually have any sort of real excitement, because they're the only one who actually raids another base. You see, I mentioned this in my other videos. It must have been Float Basing Gang or something like that. I said, take a screenshot of the gangs who owns every single base today, check back with it tomorrow, and watch how you're going to find little to no difference. And so far, it looks like just like that, where you find little to no difference each and every single day. And it's really disappointing. I mean, basing used to be fun. Basing used to have a lot more competition. Now it's this... I don't know how to even describe it. It's just... It's boring. You don't do anything anymore. You take the base, and next thing you know it, 16 people log on. What the hell? Basing has been tainted with chemical guns and... what's the word? I don't want to use anything too profane. I want to say it so badly, but... I'm trying my best to stay mature. For myself, and for the audience. So, issue number 3. If I were to list a third issue, I would definitely say that there are way too many gangs that are just paced with one another. The gang that I'm in now, Famous, it doesn't seem like they have too many peace agreements. Or, not at all, actually. As far as I know, they don't have any. Which I think is gangs should really start acting like that again. I mean... Back in my day, yes, I'm going to say that, back in my day, we used to actually double, triple, quadruple the bases. Do people even know what that means anymore? If you don't know what that means, let me define it for you. If you double base, that means you take 2 bases. If you triple base, that means you take 3 bases. If you quadruple it, you guessed it, that means you take 4. Now, if you're one of the newer players and you're like, wow, people actually held 4 bases? For how long? Let me tell you, people held 4 bases for a really long time. There's actually quite a history when it comes to basing. But there was a lot of times where gangs actually dominated every single base on the map. For hours. This wasn't something that lasted for 30 minutes, this was something that lasted for hours. And nobody, absolutely nobody could take hold of any one of the bases. I'm not sure if maybe they just had the majority, or if they were actually skilled for this. I mean, you don't see that type of stuff anymore. And it's unfortunate, because if you really think about it, if you double your bases, you double your efforts, you double your time, you get your rewards faster. I don't see what's the significance in... Okay, you know what? Never mind, I just thought of the own answer. I was gonna ask myself, what's the significance of staying in one base all the time? You're hindering yourself from progress. But then that made me think. One time, Famous attacked Dockside. And needless to say, one of Dockside's, I guess, representatives, you could say, whose name will not be listed because, I don't want to. He straight up said, war. That's all he said. All he said was war with a chemical gun, and now he followed us to every single base we took from that point on. And there's your answer. People stay in one base all day because of the fear of war. That's kind of funny, actually. It sounds like something that would happen in real life. People don't want to attack each other because of war, but that's the reason. People don't double base anymore because everyone has their own selected territory. I guess GZ belongs to GPN as far as I remember. I don't know, I haven't logged on in 20 days or so, give or take. But it's nobody wants to take the risk anymore. Because this isn't war where it's like mano a mano. This is something where it's like, hey, we're under attack, can you help? And then one person says yes. And then they go on to the next group and says, hey, we're being under attack, we can't take it back. You know, this is messing the quote-unquote ecosystem. We really need your help. Okay, sure, we'll help. We're getting nothing in return out of this. But sure, we'll help. So then do that, and now there's 2 gangs enlisted, along with the actual gang that's still currently in war. So, if, hypothetically, every single one of those gangs that were enlisted had maximum members, you would have 75 people teaming up on a team of 25 or less. Hypothetical numbers, those are all estimates. But you can see that's still, regardless, if it wasn't the maximum number of people, that's still ridiculous either or. That's still insane. If there was 5 people, then it would be 5 versus 15. Hypothetically. But oh my Jesus Christ. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And that is the reason why there's been this huge just slow down when it comes to basic videos, because nothing ever happens. People don't raid anymore. People who do raid don't get anywhere, unfortunately. Well, exception for Famous. Famous actually did a really good job raiding. I genuinely had a lot of fun attacking and defending. But that's the problem. Famous is the only gang who I actually saw making an effort. Now, sure, I don't have eyes in every single base, but I do have a map that tells me who owns what, and so far, not a lot of change. So from that, I can only deduce that, well, nobody really attacks anymore. Right, so pretty much everything I'm saying at this point on is just filler. I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again, but just in different words. You see, this video was recorded during, how should I say, simpler times, when people, I guess some people actually raided bases, or when people actually didn't have a chemical gun in their arsenal, or in their gang. I suppose also arsenal would work. But, you know, chemical guns were very, very rare. They were almost non-existent. But now, come 2017, and then this isn't really the date of this specific video, but the commentary is done on 2017, so I've known what I've seen already, and it is not pretty. Because all I've ever seen is chemical guns, and it's disappointing. But, oh well, I'm only here for a month, and my VIP is probably soon going to run out anyways. I mean, I've been out for God knows how long, so that's a huge chunk of time wasted out from the VIP. Ooh, I think my hand's on the microphone. My hand was on the microphone. My apologies, that one. And the hiccups. So a lot of has been happening on Graal, actually. A lot of gangs has been getting their 2,000 hour awards. Apparently there's new gang awards, but I want you guys to keep in mind that even though there are indeed new gang awards, I have the highest doubt that IFers will be returning. Too many of us are just simply too busy with important things. Ah, you know what? This is kind of depressing to look at. I have the iFreeze branding skin there. That's so disappointing. I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar, but there's a strange glitch that's happening with the iFree skins. I'm not sure if this applies to every single gun skin, but now in order to obtain a gang-related gun skin, you must be rank 5 in the gang. Now, here's the problem. In iFreeze, there was only 4 people who have rank 5. Actually, it might actually be 3. I'm not sure if Jericho's in iFreeze anymore. But if he was, he would be the 4th person to have rank 5. But if Jericho's not in it, then here are the 3 people who have rank 5. It's Iceman, Alan, and Weezy. That's it. Now you may think, oh, why don't you have rank 5? Oh, because back then, you know, having rank 5 to get the gun skin was not important. But I suppose there's been too many instances of people taking the gun skins, so they had some sort of failsafe, I guess you could call it. Oh, Jesus Christ, look how terrible that looks. Oh my god, that's awful. I couldn't even get in there. That's what she said. No, that's stupid. See, even with the homeless with shield, I'm losing hit points like crazy, and I don't think I'm gonna make it in. No. But yeah, you need to have a certain rank in iFreeze in order to get the iFreeze gun skin. So, to date, I only have the Shipka skin, because I would never replace the Shipka skin. But the Browning skin I would like to replace, because whenever I like to put myself in my disguises, that way people don't know who I am, I like to change the gun skin. Because obviously if I have the iFreeze Browning Cosmetic Rifle skin, then it would be pretty obvious who I am, or what I was affiliated with. And honestly, sometimes I get the impression that wearing iFreeze, I can't forget to say this, but merchandise, I suppose is the right word, almost puts like a target on my head. Because when I walk into bases to PK them, if I walk in with iFreeze gear, I swear it's like every single person's after me. But if I dress up as like your generic PKer, who is all black and has the 200,000 kill award hat, I just get this impression that nobody goes after me. I feel like there's no personal grudge. I'm like a clean slate, you know. Then once I put on the iFreeze equipment, it's like, oh look, it's blue. Kill him. Cause why? I don't know. Cause he's with iFreeze. And like I said, it just paints a target. It's, you know, I want to have some good quality stuff. That's why a lot of times, if you notice in the Neo PK video, those guys really had something against iFreeze. Don't ask what it was. I don't know what it was. Maybe GST encrypts. I don't know. Competitive nature or something. But oh dear, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Well, see, this only made things worse for me. This thing was like dropping frames. But what was I saying again? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I was talking about... Oh, right. I was dressed as Ugly Stonehead because I know if I walked in as Gramps or BluecatEra, pretty much every single person in the Neo base, or I guess you could say Obsidian, would go after me relentlessly. But because I dressed up as Ugly Stonehead, it seemed like there wasn't really all that much aggression towards me, which is exactly what I had wanted. Ah, that sucked. Okay, see, as I was watching this just now, I was like, now why did I walk out of that room with only 7 hit points? I'm definitely going to die, and I did. See, what I would have done, given if I was playing now, is I would have just stayed inside the garage, wait till I died, and then went for the opening. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I go into these little disguise modes every now and then. Just because I feel like dressing up with the iFreeze merchandise just paints a huge target on me. Quite frankly, I don't like being targeted. I feel like it's really unfair. But so unfortunately, it seems like Grim Reapers is now in control of the base, so as far as I'm aware, I have the odd. Oh! Well, what do you know? Thank you so much to Viper, even though this compliment is extremely dated. Now, this video was God knows how long. But thank you, Viper, for giving me that tag in much advance. See, now that I have the tag, I'm able to continue doing the whole pro next to the door with the PSJ. Oh, wow, I got a lot of kills there. That's nice. That was really nice. But I don't think it's gonna last for long. Yeah, but you saw how many kills I got there. That was a pretty good handful. Not even a handful. That's using both your hands. A double handful, I guess you could say. Oh, wow. Well, this is the second part of my commentary. You probably won't notice the commentary being split into parts, but so far this one was 17 minutes long, and jeez, I can't believe I've actually spoken for this long. To be completely honest, I'm gonna level with you guys here. I'm running out of things to say. I really am. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. I know it's been a while, but happy 2017. Enjoy your champagne. I know I did. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure I missed Thanksgiving. The happy winter solstice. Pretty sure most people don't know what that is. Who is that? The guy with the red hair. Okay, that was weird. It looked like he was targeting me. At this point of the video, things really seem to slow down in terms of commentary and the actual fort invasion. Now, of course, if you were down by the main rooms, this would be a total lie. But since I am not down in the main rooms and I am in the safety and security of behind the doors, it seems like things have really slowed down. Which honestly, it feels like as if it has. I mean, the amount of kills I've been getting is slow. Dwindling, to say the least. I've been saying that a lot, to say the least. Yeah, although this isn't really exactly what I wanted to show in a Fort Peking video, I am still quite satisfied. And you can tell because I'm actually going to take the time to upload this, even though this video is long overdue. Still, I do believe that this video is adequate for my channel. I mean, when it comes to a YouTube channel, you don't want something where it's, you know, you look terrible. You want to make yourself look appealing and good. So, if the video is dissatisfying, so I'm not going to upload it. If, like, for example, a video is too short, or if I'm not doing my best. Now, of course, not uploading a video just because I wasn't doing my best might sound a bit arrogant, but let's put it in this way. If you had a YouTube channel, would you want to upload a video if you're not doing your best? Pretty sure you wouldn't. Unless you're really modest. In that case, I really do respect you. But me personally, I would rather not want to see someone who's performing poorly. Because then it's just like, okay, well, let's watch a video of a guy who's going to stand in one spot all day and literally shoot down a door. That's it. See, that's the one thing that I don't want. And that's why I have such a huge problem when it comes to recording nowadays, because that's all I can ever do. Is just stand in one spot, shooting at a door and talking my ass off. And trust me, I'm gonna run out of things to say real quick. But you see, I want to display something entertaining. You know, something like this. A raid. Defending a base. I don't want to defend the base against people with starter guns and frag grenades and basic shotguns. No! No, that's not worth watching. I don't want to watch something like that. And I don't want to do a PK video either, because then it just turns to a streaking video. And I already did that. Now look, I would love to do another streaking video. But my god, that took so freaking long. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. Especially not with my time span. And at this point, I'm probably rusty anyways. Now, I could also do a sparring video. That could definitely work. But I'm not all that into sparring, so that's probably going to be a no for me. Actually, check that. That's definitely going to be a no for me. I just don't like sparring. I just don't. Now, the one thing that really bothers me is when people say, "Hey Bluecat, can you teach me how to spar?" It's like, well, I could. I will, if I could. You see, the problem is, oh, I can't get through. That's the problem, I can't get through. What's wrong, guys? I legit cannot get through. Oh my god. Oh man, this is so frustrating. Oh, there we go. 1 hit point. Jeez. That was awful. Thank goodness, though. But I can't spar you. I can't train how to spar you because I don't know how to. You see, I reset my spar settings to 0-0. That way people could stop asking me. But that didn't work. Because people still say, "Oh, but you dodge so well." Yeah, but you have to understand, dodging is just a part of sparring. It's not... The whole premise of sparring is not how well you can dodge. You also have to know how to trick your opponent. You have to know weapon spreads and weapon handlings and when to fire, when not to fire. Aspects like that. It's not all about, "Oh, so you can dodge, huh? Oh, that makes you a sparrer." No, it does not. I mean, to some extent it does, and it helps a lot, but that's not the whole premise of sparring. Oh, what the hell? What am I talking about? I don't know 2 shits about sparring. Well, to say the least, and there I go again saying that, I gave my 2 cents. And unfortunately I do use profanity. I don't know, maybe I'll bleep that out. Trying to make this the most mature as I can. For the little ones. And of course for those who requested to simmer down on the profanity. I got you. Now unfortunately I am running out of time, so I guess now I have to finish up. And it's unfortunate because now I finally have a list of topics mentally in my head to talk about, but I'm down to about, 30 seconds I'd say. So, while the video is closing up, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for constantly subscribing and keeping me updated. It really means a lot to me that people still actually care about this channel, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. We're just about to end. Well, damn, unfortunately it seems to me as if I ran out of time, and I completely forgot about all the other topics that I wanted to mention because I was editing this video as I went on. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.